Hello, welcome to Health Styles Market. My name is Arliss and I'm the owner. Today I'm just making a little announcement that is news you need on thyroid medications. So if any of you are thyroid patients, or you may be in the future, or you were in the past, this is information you need. On August 6th, 2025, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, known as the FDA, made a significant announcement that will impact hundreds of thousands of thyroid patients across the country. The agency issued letters to manufacturers of animal-derived thyroid medications, including Armour Thyroid, NP Thyroid, and Nature-Throid, stating their intent to take enforcement action against these products. The reason? These medications are not FDA approved, and concerns about inconsistent dosing, potency fluctuations, and potential impurities have raised red flags. For many, this is very unsettling news. Desiccated thyroid extract, known as DTE medications, have been used for decades, and we're talking decades, often preferred by patients who feel better on them compared to synthetic levothyroxine. But with the FDA's announcement, the clock is ticking on how long these medications will remain available. So we made up a little bag stuffer Crystal did for me today that we're going to be handing out at our front counter. Ask the FDA to allow the use of desiccated thyroid medication. Stop the FDA ban on all natural thyroid medications. If you or anyone you know are taking these medications, please visit the link below to sign the petition against the banning of these desiccated thyroid extracts. So Crystal will post this and the link below this video. So I want to mention that this isn't irrational, it's not crazy, it's not made up, it's not hysteria or panic, it is the facts. And so, and two other websites that you can look at that are trying to keep patients updated is Dr. Amy Myers, who is a medical doctor with thyroid issues herself. She's written some wonderful books that we have in our library, or customer checkout library. But her practice is between Arizona and Texas. She's been in Texas for years. And so Dr. Amy Myers, and Crystal will post that below also. There's another doctor located in Louisville, Colorado, which is just close to Boulder, Colorado, Dr. Jill Carnahan, and she will also post that website. And those two doctors have both activated interest. Dr. Amy Myers started the petition that we want to be signing, and they are starting the grouping of people and doctors that will be standing up and trying to fight with the FDA. It's not that you're giving money or doing any kind of thing like that. You're just using your voice to be heard that this is not okay. So then there's also a website where I found some people that have commented about this after they signed. They've told a little bit about their story, why they feel so strongly about not wanting this banned and not allowing this to be available any longer. So there's a girl named Christine that wrote her little opinions, and she says, after my thyroid was removed, which would mean damaged by drugs, or she had it surgically removed. I'm assuming she had surgery. She was put on Synthroid. I had terrible reactions. So then I tried levothyroxine and had the same result. As a last resort, I was put on Armour Thyroid, and I balanced out and was a functional person again. I've been on it ever since, Christine says. This medication has been administered before any synthetics were produced. And that is the true history of it. My father was on it during World War II. It's a lot of years ago. It's been saving lives for decades and is now in the process of FDA approval, which makes one wonder why this hasn't happened years ago and why is this process trying to be stopped. Please listen to the people who are living because of natural thyroid. That's just one comment. I have pages and pages I printed off of people commenting on what a difference Armor has made in their life. So I've owned my store for 33 and a half years, and this, I think, is the fourth game of this, with FDA saying, okay, that's it. We're not going to allow Armor Thyroid to be sold or used or prescribed for thyroid care in patients in the U.S. And each time that's happened, so it's been about an average of once every 10 years. And you think, what? So for some people, it's the first time they've heard about this. For some of us, this has been going on for a long time, and I wasn't able to get through to the Armor company, did get through to one of the labs, and they were able to explain a little bit, but it's very upsetting. And the FDA has that kind of power, and you question why. Why do they? And why are they wanting to remove a drug that every time they make that kind of declaration and announcement, people come from everywhere. This is a grassroots movement of Americans that are using this prescription and are very, very concerned about having it removed from the pharmacies and available. So I want to mention a couple other little details. As I keep an eye on thyroid medications, the two that FDA feels should be the help to everyone, that should just be a magic solution to replace Armor, is that they could use Synthroid, which is the original drug, or levothyroxine, which is the generic. So please know that that is a drug that is T4 only. And in the world of thyroid, patients need both. They need T4 and they need T3. So part of the reason that Armor is so popular and is so effective is because it already naturally contains T4 and T3 in a very nice combination, all in one pill. And it's pretty common that people do really well with it. Thyroid is a tricky little game, and it cannot be, like, you can't be given a medication and the next time you say, well, it isn't really working at your next appointment, you tell your physician that, they go, well, we'll just double it. You never want to do that. You don't want to be doubling anything or cutting it in half. That's not, you go up by increments, sometimes 2 micrograms at a time to get it regulated. It's very low and slow. So we can't do any real fast, jerky things. So part of the reason that if you're on Armor Thyroid, you and your doctor need to be working on this, or you need to be keeping an eye on this just to see how this shakes out and how the battle with FDA shakes out. Are they going to force this, and do they have that power? Or can the public speak up and say, no, we still want it, and they have to relinquish this fight? So please stop in. Please contact me. I'm happy to visit about this. I'm happy to be supportive of this. This affects me also. I've been a thyroid patient. I'm needing thyroid medication since 1993. And so I know I have some other customers that have been on thyroid prescription medication longer than I have, but 30 years is a long time, and I need my thyroid medication. So please look into this. There's a lot of information online. Crystal will post some links, and please keep an eye on what Dr. Amy Myers and Jill Carnahan are sharing and keeping us informed of this issue. And most of all, come in and see us. We'd love to see you, and we'd love to help you with the thyroid issues that could be coming up in the next year. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.